Good afternoon.
Professors, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Paul Lee, and this is our presentation. Today, we will be talking about how movies are made. Presented to you by Paul Lee, Li Renbo, Peter Fang, Feng Xiyou, Patrick Du, Du Yi, Lai Wenxuan, Sharon Lai, and Anna Chang, Zhang Xingyun. I would like to begin our presentation with a simple question. Have you ever been to the cinemas and wondered how movies are made? Lucky for you, we will be going through the 5 stages of filmmaking, starting with the development stage. The development stage contains both general and specific complements. Each film studio has a yearly retreat of where their top creative executives meet and interact on a variety of areas and topics they wish to explore through collaborations with producers and screenwriters, and then ultimately directors, actors, and actresses. The studio is the film distributor who at an early stage attempts to choose a state of concepts that are likely to have market appeal and find potential financial success. Hollywood distributors consider factors such as the film genre, the target audience, and assumed audience. They will also discuss factors such as
Former success of similar films.
they also talk about which actors should be in the film and who should direct the film. They choose trending topics from the media and real life, as well as many other sources.
To determine their yearly agenda.
Sometimes they purchase the rights of articles, best-selling novels, plays, the remaking of older films, video games, comic books, or graphic novels. Studios hold general meetings with producers and screenwriters about original story ideas. Next, a screenwriter writes a screenplay over a period of several months, or however long it takes. Deadlines are in their contract, but there is no pressure to adhere to them. Once a screenplay is written, directors and actors are attached and the film proceeds into the pre-production stage. I will be passing on to our next speaker as she will be presenting the next stage. Please welcome Anna Chang.
Thank you, Paul. Good afternoon, Professor Chen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Anna Chang. I'll be talking about the pre-production stage of filmmaking. In the pre-production stage, every step of creating a film is carefully designed and planned. This is the phase one would narrow down all the options of the production. It is where all the planning takes place before the camera rolls and set the overall vision of the project. The production company is created and a production office established. The film is pre-visualized by the director and may be storyboarded with the help of illustrators and concept artists. A production budget is drawn out to plan expenditures for the film. For major productions, insurance is procured to protect against accident. Next page, please. Detailing the schedule is also integrated to smooth production process as it gives a crew a set idea of where time should be allocated for an efficient shoot. Pre-production also includes working out the shoot location and casting process. The producer hires a line manager or a production manager to create a schedule and budget for the film. Many Hollywood blockbusters employ a cast and crew of hundreds, while a low-budget, independent film may be made by a skeleton crew of 8 or 9 or fewer. The nature of the film and the budget determine the size and type of crew used during filmmaking. I'll be passing on to our next speaker as she will be presenting the next stage. Please welcome Sharon Lai.
Thank you, Anna. Good afternoon, Professor Chen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sharon Lai. I'm going to talk about the production stage of filmmaking. In this period, the film is created and shot, so more crew will be recruited at this stage, such as property masters, script supervisor, assistant directors, stills photographer, picture and sound editors. They are the most common roles in filmmaking. Now let's talk about the points. First is make a shooting schedule. Having a daily shooting schedule allows the film to run more smoothly, as well as coming up with the alternative filming options to deal with the unexpected situations. Second is create shooting conditions. Their duties include checking safety measures, maintaining order on site to ensure that filming is carried out in a safe manner. Last but not least is organize and manage the shooting stage. Each crew will encounter directors and other staff members with different personalities and working methods, all of whom will have an impact on the work of the manager. Therefore, managers must have a certain level of knowledge of artistic creation, be familiar with the rules and regulations of each department's operation, and understand the various professional knowledge in film in order to fully utilize their management skills. Once all is filmed, let's wrap up and the production moves on to post-production. Next page, please. The producer needs to be responsible for the management of the whole scene and ensure that the scene environment and the staff at each position handle the shooting work in an orderly manner. They also need to understand the changes that each department needs to make for each scene and shot, and coordinate the work between departments so that they can complete it in time. Now I'll be passing on to our next speaker as he will be presenting the post-production stage. Please welcome Patrick Du.
Good afternoon, Professor Chen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Patrick Du. I'll be talking about the post-production stage of filmmaking. This stage is usually thought of as starting when principal photography ends, but they may overlap. The bulk of post-production consists of the film editor reviewing the footage with the director and assembling the film out of selected takes. The production sound is also edited. Music tracks and songs are composed and recorded if a film is intended to have a score. If we describe the movie sound as a tree of sound, it has three main branches: dialogue, music, and sound effects. But inside those branches or below those branches are extensions of different kinds of sound. Dialogue has got production sound and ADR, automated dialogue replacement, added sound later. Music has got score and source music. Sound effects has got a whole lot of different branches. Foley, background, atmosphere, and hard effects. The sound effect editors will compile sounds, go out and record sounds, put sounds together to picture. All sound elements are mixed down into stains, which are synchronized to the images on the screen. Any CGI, computer graphic images, visual effects are digitally added by specialists. Once all the requirements are done, the film will be fully completed. I will be passing on to our next speaker as he will be presenting the next stage. Please welcome Peter Fain.
Thanks, Patrick. Good afternoon, Professor Chen. I'm Peter Fan. I'll be talking about the distribution stage of filmmaking. In the distribution stage, the finished film is released to cinema or occasionally directly to consumer media, such as Disney+, Netflix, Amazon Prime, HBO Max, and Hulu. It means any users can watch those movies published in online network in many times, because the new episodes and movies are published every day. The film is duplicated as required and distributed to cinemas for exhibition. Press kits, posters, and other advertising materials are published, and the film is advertised and promoted in order to track those people who pay attention to the advertisements by making the wonderful sound effect, shooting the fascinating pictures, and drawing the gorgeous painting. Next, it is released normally at different times several weeks apart into different market segments like rental, retail, pay-per-view, in-flight entertainment, cable television, satellite television, or free-to-air broadcast television. Rental means any user can pay the money and then borrow the film discs or recorders during few days. Retail, it means buying the disc, then own it forever. Pay-per-view, abbreviation is PPV. It means the paying television which is disabled spectators should buy the film before watching TV. Especially, PPV is streaming to all paying users simultaneously. In-flight entertainment, it means the passengers can choose their favorite movies freely with operating system and through the personal screen which was installed at the back of the front seat in airplane. Cable television, a system using coaxial cable for medium to convey television and frequency modulation broadcast to the TV users. Satellite television, a way through satellites to broadcast the program of television signal. In detail, it using satellite to transmit the microwave signal which shoots from base station on the ground. Finally, a program which users will receive the signal through decipherer transmitted to television in using directional antenna. Television broadcasting, then television network. It means the broadcaster to broadcast simultaneous on an operative way to multiple regional channels simultaneously. In the end, the distributor and the production company share profits and manage losses. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Peter, for your presentation. Movies are a form of art that creates hundreds of job opportunities and takes thousands of working hours to make. The next time you go watch a movie, try to stay in your seat while the credits roll and appreciate all the work that has been put in. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you.